Hi everyone, it's Danielle. I'm back again to do another tutorial. This is going to be on how to apply loose mineral foundation. And basically the foundation that I'm going to be using is the Bare Minerals. I use it in light and fairly light. And I will be showing you how I do it, how to apply it. Basically I do use a primer when I do this. I have already cleaned my face with witch hazel and put on lotion. The primers that I like to use when I do loose minerals are the Smashbox primers, because they're very, gives you that very, I'm just putting a little on my hand, gives you that very slippable coverage. And I'm just using a tiny bit of the green on little red spots that I have, because this is going to counteract any red spots that you have. So basically just like around my nose and a little on my forehead. Right there. Just like that. And now I'm going to use, for the rest of the face, I'm going to be using this one. And this is Photo Finish with dermaxyl complex. And I'm just going to be putting a little on my hand. Again. And I am going to be just smoothing this all over my entire face. And basically I like these ones because they give you kind of like a, not an oily sheen, but a very grabbable primer for loose powders. So now that that's on, now, with the loose minerals, there's a few different ways that you can apply these. This is the Bare Minerals Flawless Face. This is the Flawless Face, the full brush. So those are those two. I actually like to put them on with, this is a Face Secrets Powder Buff by from Sally Beauty Supply, and it's just a really big, round, flat-topped, so you can kind of buff it into the skin. And this is also one, and this one is from Sonia Kashuk, and it's a little smaller in width and everything, but still really good. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do that, and it's basically your preference on how you like to do that. Now, I always start with the fairly light, and I'm liking these are the matte ones, these are the new matte ones, and I'm just loving the container, because if you see in there, it actually has an open and close, where the other one, the original one, didn't, and I think that that's like a really, really great idea. So I'm just opening it, and I'm tapping some into my lid, just like that, and I'm going to be taking my brush, and I'm going to be swirling it around, and tapping it off. And basically you want to do circular motions on your face because you want to buff this into your skin, and that's really what the primer is going to help to do, I think, because it's going to definitely give you an even looking coat of the loose mineral. And I'm just buffing this in, and I'm making circular motions, and I'm just going all over, just like that. And I always like to use both the light and the fairly light, because it gives you two options. I think my brush is shedding on me. So I am just going to, I'm going to be using the light. And I'm going to be doing the same thing. I opened the little container, and I'm going to be tapping it into the lid. And I like this size one because the lid is larger, so you really have a lot of product in there. So basically I'm just going to be taking the same brush and swirling it around, getting it really in there, and tapping it off. And again, I'm just going to be buffing it into my skin. just like that. Making sure I'm like kind of doing that E motion, and I'm getting it under my chin, and like that. Now, with the Bare Minerals, they also come with, well, they don't come with it, but this is called the bisque. And the bisque is like their cover-up for minerals. And I just put a little in my cap, just like that. And I'm going to be taking, this is a little concealer brush from Smashbox. It's number 4. And I'm pressing my concealer brush into the powder and tapping it off. And I have this red spot, and I'm just going to press it over that. Just like that. And it does work for coverage. I mean, I have a little pimple right there. I really do think that it definitely works as a really good concealer. I'm going to put a little around my nose, just because I like to not be red right there. And you could also use a bigger concealer brush, like if you're covering a lot of space. Because I know sometimes I like to put more on. And you definitely want to pat that on there. You don't want to like scrub it back and forth. You just kind of want to pat it in that area that you're putting it on. Okay. And next I'm going to be taking, this is Bare Minerals in Warmth. This is their like bronzer. And it's, believe it or not, it's actually one of my favorites for a bronzer. I've just always liked it. So I just put some in the lid. And I am going to be taking their, this is their angle face. So it's a little bit on an angle. And I'm just going to be smushing it into my brush just like that. And tapping it off. And I'm going to be doing my contour. Now, a little of this stuff goes a long way. And basically, I'm just going along my forehead where the sun would touch. And a little on my chin. And a little under my jaw. And now I'm just going to be taking, this is the Bare Minerals little kabuki. And I'm just going to be swirling this all around so that it goes on even and you don't have any harsh lines. I mean, I like the minerals because it definitely covers and it doesn't look like you have any makeup on. So, and like I said, I really like to use that one thing with it. Okay, now we have two choices. They come with a regular mineral veil, which is this one, and then this is another mineral veil. This is illuminating mineral veil. So if you want to be kind of glistening-y, because that's what this one is, I really like this one. As their finishing powder, I'm going to try and hold it up to the thing so you can see it. See how there's little flakes of glisten in it, which is really pretty. I'm just going to take the full face one, and I'm going to swirl it in there and tap it off. And I'm just going to be buffing this all over, because this is their finishing powder. I like to use this even over my regular foundation, liquid foundation, powder foundation, just because it's pretty and it really gives a nice glow and sets everything in so that you can wear this all day long and not worry about your face. So that is how I apply mineral foundation. I hope that this was helpful. If you guys have any questions or comments, or if there's anything that you would like to see, please let me know, and please subscribe and rate, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.